All right. There you go. Now we're live.
Yay.
Stage burning. I'm going to burn some Palo too. Things have been really weird the last few days. Energetically and just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just been weird.
Yeah, like I was feeling a lot of that leading up to the full moon and lunar eclipse last week. But for me, I feel like a lot of things have like leveled out since then. But I know that there's other people, depending on your astrology, where it's like they're really in it right now because it is an eclipse portal, right? Because we got a solar eclipse at the end of the month. But not only that, it's the grander scale of the eclipse portal that goes into October. So it's like the next 6 months. It's gonna be a wild ride, y'all.
6 months, Anna? Oh no. I can only imagine how things are going to get as it intensifies. My guides, like I was just telling the ladies that last night as I was doing some work, my door just flung itself wide open. And I was like, whoa, what is that? And they're like, oh, the veil is very thin right now. Level 3 just came through. It was like a gust of wind came through too. Like I had the window cracked this much and a huge gust of wind came through and kicked the door right open. And I was like, that didn't seem normal. They're like, no, it wasn't. And I was like, what was that? And they said, it's a level 3, but don't worry about it. The veil is very thin right now. They're just popping up all over the place. They're like daisies. They're just popping up all over. You don't know where they're going to pop up. So just, smudge your closets. I found an earthbound in somebody's walk-in closet the other day. So just make sure you smudge all your shit. Make sure you're keeping your portals closed. Things are getting very exciting energetically, but at the same time, it's like, whoo, it's a doozy.
Yeah.
It's quite a ride. We're all hanging on. Bear for dear life. It's good to see you all.
Strap in, friends.
Hello. So great to see Anna and Sarah today.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm excited to be here. I just was talking right before we came in that I feel the energy zap.
Yeah, the energies have been crazy. And I don't know if it's just the funny thing. It's like, what is it? Is it the eclipse energies? Is it the full moon? Is it, all of these Schumann resonances that are coming through? And it's like, yes.
All of the above.
Yes, it's all of it.
And let's also not forget that we've got Mercury in retrograde. We got Venus in retrograde as well. So we've got some retrogrades happening too. That's really kind of making shit feel a little backwards.
That explains why I wanted to launch my phone out the window last night when it wouldn't work properly. I was like, is there a portal in this thing? What's wrong with you?
Didn't you see the post on my personal page? I said, Mercury's in the microwave again, friends. Don't engage with rage demons.
Try not to beat up your electronics. Violence and technology don't mix. Trying to remind myself this. Because everything likes to break down in Mercury retrograde. That is the one thing that I get to look forward to most when Mercury comes to town is, all right, what's going to be fixed this time?
Yes. It's wild, y'all.
It is indeed.
It absolutely is.
Jessica says, this morning was wild. This guy cut me off twice in the road, and then I hit some black ice and was swerving all over the road trying to stay in the lane. This dang retrograde is retrograding. I'm glad you're okay, Jessica. That's probably really scary, though. Black ice is terrifying stuff. Especially when you're not prepared for it. We're like, this is springtime. Enough with the black ice. Enough with the cold. Punxsutawney Phil has spoken. Spring is here.
Yes. So happy spring equinox, friends. I'm really excited for this energy. Spring is my favorite. Energetically, spring is my favorite. What about you, Laura?
This is literally my favorite time of the whole year. Because it means we get to enjoy all of what is coming rather than, because it goes so quick. Time does not feel like it normally does. Everything is happening. It's like a quickening, I've been calling it, because it just seems to be ramping up and time doesn't tick by like it used to. It's flying. So this is my favorite time of the year to go out looking for mushrooms and planting flowers and going back out in the garden and getting some sun. And seasonal affective hits me hard. So spring is it's my big, It's like my big moment. So, because I hibernate like a bear. I do. I hibernate. I try not to go out very often in the winter. It's just not my thing.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I totally hibernate in the winter. And when it starts to get warm, I literally feel like I bloom with the flowers.
Yeah, same. Literally, I can feel my seasonal affective just rising out of me as I'm in the sun.
I have it too. I have it too. And and then summer comes and I actually like to be off during the summer. Like I found, and even after having an astrology reading, like July and August, I'm not supposed to really do a lot of work. And I'm like, no wonder I just want to lay in the pool for 2 months and do nothing.
I do a lot more work in the winter though. Work is like go time in winter, but in summer, I'm like, bye guys. I'll be outside. See you later. I'll be in my garden if you need me. Yep. But I also think that many of us, it's like part of our awakening process. I like what you said. It's like you bloom with the flowers because many of us are kind of like in this little rosebud state right now and we're waiting to bloom. We're kind of getting to that point. At least I feel that's how I am. Like my mediumship has been really blossoming over the last couple weeks.
And Yay! I've been waiting for this.
Yay! It's the practice sessions, those group sessions. That's why I'm doing another Lost Soul Rescue tomorrow. We've been trying to make more time for those to sit down in a group and have the validation that you get. You stop gaslighting yourself. And that's the big key to a lot of progress is stopping the doubt and the gaslighting.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Not working.
What are you trying to do, madame?
I'm just trying to post that we're live and I can't get it to work. Maybe they're not supposed to know I'm live with you.
Mercury says no. Not allowed.
Let's see.
Not allowed.
I'm gonna throw Sarah under the bus though. Sarah quit pot for 30 days. How's that for taking
such a smooth transition there, Laura? Smooth girl.
Laura,
tell me how you did it, please.
This is why you are my people, okay? You guys, we're sitting here having a conversation about this, and she's like,
"No, we
need to go live." Now we've been on for 7 minutes before we even talk about it because I'm over here trying to get this to post. They're having a conversation, and she's like, "Sarah quit."
I didn't even get your attention. Yes, but it did. I'm very proud of you. Just for the record, 30 days is quite a positive thing to do.
So let's talk about it. Let's just dive right in and talk about it. Full transparency, okay? I I was like totally a canna user in high school. So I did not like drinking. So weed was my go-to. And then I quit for many, many years. And then in 2014, after being I worked for Big Pharma, and which is so funny to me. That's just so funny. And after being on different medications like Lunesta and Ambien and pharmaceuticals, as I accidentally said the other day, I called them pharmaceuticals. So I've decided that that's what we're going to call them now. They are pharmaceuticals because your pharmaceuticals are actually the ones that you grow on the farm, FARM. So they are your oils, your tinctures, your herbs, and your plants. So those pharmaceuticals were really messing with me. I was having all kinds of terrible dreams. I was waking up feeling like I had metallic or poison in my mouth. And after dealing with that for a long time, it was suggested that I smoke a half a joint before bed to help with my sleep. So that started in 2014. And every night for the last 11 years, that's what I've done. However, when I separated from my husband in September of 2023, I began using it to support my depression and my anxiety. And let me be very clear. I am so grateful that I had it. And it was very supportive to me in that manner. It truly was. And I didn't have to take those pharmaceuticals, which I was really grateful for. Listen, we're going to call it pharmaceuticals forevermore. Please let's make it viral. So screw the pharmaceuticals. I'm not taking those anymore. And so I was like, okay, so I started smoking more. And I got to the point where I was then consuming about a half ounce a week by myself, which was about 3 joints a day. And I realized that I was smoking too much. Like my tolerance had become high. So like I couldn't smoke like I did before and get the same effects that I was. So, you know, I am the self-care oracle. I eat, breathe, and sleep all things self-care because I do believe that it is the way to heal the planet. Is to heal ourselves through our self-care. And so I ran a challenge that we literally just finished on Tuesday. I do this twice a year where I run a 30 days of me challenge. Anna has been a part of it and been there for the whole experience. She's really been pivotal in all of it. I have to give her props and credit for that. We wouldn't have a workbook if it weren't for her.
Her work is amazing.
Yes. So I am the type of leader that really focuses on not just talking the talk. I walk the walk with my people. And I'm trying to bring more thought leaders and specifically spiritual thought leaders into that space because we have got to walk the walk with our people. We can't keep telling them to do it and not doing it ourselves. It's hypocritical. Stop. Just stop. So I set my goals. Part of the challenge is you set 4 goals: a mental, a spiritual, emotional, and what am I missing? Physical. So there's 4 goals that we set. And one of my goals was to stop smoking, 30 days of no canna. So I did this because I needed to not necessarily give it up altogether, but I knew that I needed to reestablish my relationship with it. So I did. So I quit. I quit for 30 days. And this actually became, over time, it became more about the commitment to my word to myself.
Yes, exactly.
And so through my 30-day process, I had come to realize, it was a few days in. I want to say I was only maybe like 3 or 4 days in. No, we started on Tuesday. By Sunday. So by that Sunday, I even went to I belong to the STL Canna Moms in St. Louis. We have a massive Canna Mom group here that is making lots and lots of movement and ripples in the community. I have to tell you, those women are doing such incredible things to the point that CNN came out to document what we were doing at the bingo event that we had Sunday night. So these Canna Moms have like a whole, they call it the closet, and it's a place where we take donations. So if you're a mother in need that needs stuff, they host events, they do all kinds of things. I listened to a story about a mom who was about to give birth. Her husband walked out on her. She did not have anyone to watch her child that was 2 for her to have the baby. And she didn't have anyone to be at the hospital. And 2 moms that didn't know her came in and helped support them.
Beautiful.
So it's really incredible. So that experience, so I even went to those places and was around the canna. It wasn't even like I just removed it all together. I was still around people consuming because this became about my word to myself. And I really was focusing on the betrayal that I had given to myself in so many areas of my life because it became so evident. And I was like, okay, so I reset, y'all. And yes, I did consume after my 30 days was over and then it was like the downloads, you guys. Oh my gosh, because I am so clear for me personally. And you guys, this is going to be different for everyone. It's not going to be the same for everybody. It's going to be different. Your experience, your body makeup, all the things. There's many things that contribute to it. But for me personally, canna opened my third eye like nobody's business. Okay. And I don't need a ton. It's just like, I just can take a little and the downloads that I was getting, oh my gosh. So, however, I will tell you, like, I'm trying to figure out what am I feeling right now because I consumed before bed last night and I feel foggy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
say it does create that fogginess in your head. In fact, that's one of the reasons why my guides have been giving me shit about it because they're like, well, first of all, they're like, it's medicine, Laura. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, are you sick? I was like, kind of. I'm sick of this shit down here, but yeah, this is the kind of thing that you have to really appreciate medicine for what it is. And if you start abusing the medicine, which I, for one, will admit that I do all the time, because I go to it for things that I should be doing for myself. Like yesterday, there was something that triggered me and I got emotional and I started crying. And the first thing I did, I was like, where's my lighter? I need to smoke. And it did make me feel better. It actually did like calm my nerves like it does. And it did help me. I should have done that on my own. And I'm actually starting to recognize the triggers that I have that bring me towards smoking, but also the fact it's my dream recall. I have nightmares when I don't smoke. To the point of like really bad nightmares. Like almost every single night I'm dealing with some shit and it really bothered me. So that is part of the reason why I don't even like to go on tolerance breaks. I used to do them every 6 months. I would go maybe 30, 60 days without anything. And you're right, I would feel foggy afterward, but that fogginess would kind of go away after a day or two, and then I would get used to it. And then, you know, as you say, your tolerance starts building up, and then you don't notice that you're smoking more and more and more and more. And then on Sunday or something, on a day when you got off, what's the first thing you do? You're like, oh, I'm going to wake and bake today, you know? So it's like, it's this younger, I don't know. It's like I'm stuck in my 20s. I'm trying to shift that mentality.
Can I invite a reframe?
Sure.
So you said that you're abusing it, and I want to reframe that word because I don't think you're necessarily abusing it, and I don't
overusing it, I guess I should say.
So we can overconsume, or we can over support ourselves with it, and I think that that's where the invitation is to reestablish the relationship with it. For me, abuse would mean that you like literally can't do anything. You're not functioning. You're not getting the things done. It's preventing you from all this stuff.
See, that is why I say I'm not addicted because technically. Because I can go 2-3 months and just be like, whatever, you know, and I don't miss it as much as if I'm going like 2-3 days and I'm like, man, I really miss having a smoke. It's like you get over it. It's like you don't miss it as much.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I definitely, my dreams did return. So that was interesting. But here's the biggest thing. You guys are going to like laugh when I say this.
SarahJane. I saw that. Sorry.
Here's the biggest thing for me. One of the biggest things. So I did not know this until I actually saw a TikTok video several months ago from a doctor that talked about how if you smoke too close to bedtime, it can affect your bladder and that you can wake up and have to go pee more. And y'all, your girl was getting up so many times to pee in the middle of the night. That's a disruption to the
that
sleep.
was a side effect of cottonmouth, having to drink so much water. Keep drinking.
And so I thought it was from just like, you know, having 6 kids and, you know, having to wake up all the time. But I will tell you, after like about a week is when I started to notice a difference. I literally could sleep 6 hours without having to get up to pee. Like that almost feels worth it to me to not smoke.
But it's for me to even have this conversation. Like cannabis has been my favorite plant since I was probably about 20 years old. And I'm 39 now, so I've been smoking pretty much.
Laura, are you turning 40
nonstop for 19 years?
Are you turning 40 this year?
I'm turning 40 in 2 months. I know. I'm still enjoying my 30s. Thank you very much.
Anna turned 40 at the end of December. Oh my gosh! I mean, the middle of beginning December, like a third of the way.
I still feel like I'm 27 most of the time. So you know, age is just a state of mind. And I feel like I'm not even in my 30s yet. So, right. That's what's keeping me young. I just keep telling myself that I don't feel my age.
Oh, I am not. I just showed a picture to some people the other day. I should show it to you guys. I should absolutely show it to you. It's a picture of me. And I was like 20, I think I was 27. And I look younger now than I did when I was 27.
Well, see, there you go. It's all about your state of mind.
I had a glow up, y'all. I had a glow up. For me, it's like what I see when I look at the photo is, first of all, I've just shed 75 pounds from my body, and in a year. Thank you. And I have yo-yoed in my weight back and forth for so long. And when I look at that photo, the one that I saw the other day, oh my gosh, my kids were laughing so hard because they're like, oh, they used to call it my Mary Kay hair because I was a sales director for Mary Kay. And it was like the frosted tips, like spiky in the back and the whole thing. And now they call it my Karen haircut.
I was going to say, that sounds like the Karen haircut.
It was, but the Karen haircut was also, if you did Mary Kay in 2004, 2005, 2006, mid 2000s, you had that. You had a Karen haircut. I promise you did, especially if you were in the Midwest. And so, but what I saw in that photo was, oh my gosh, just, first of all, I had no idea who I was. I didn't even know who I was. And I was so unhappy and so overwhelmed and such a state of like fight, flight, or freeze, that it's so evident when I view that photo to me that that's where I was in my life. And to see myself today, especially, I'm calling myself the self-care oracle at this point because it's literally everything now. I'm so clear on my vision and my purpose and what I came here to do. But being the self-care oracle, it's because what I had to master myself as a mom of 6, and trying to navigate the world and going through a spiritual awakening after 20 years of personal development. Oh my gosh, like here I am. And so, it's bringing those two things together. It's bringing the personal development and the spirituality together, and really falling in love with all of myself. And so to see that photo, I can just see that I didn't love myself.
Self-love is the key to everything right now. It's the most important thing that we can really work on.
It is.
And I really love that Anna's got some of these workbooks as well, helping you to kind of call attention to these things and to really kind of give you some homework in the line of doing that. Because the more we kind of study ourselves, the more we really like somebody just said in the comments, having a dream journal really helped with the nightmares. It's a brilliant suggestion, by the way. Thank you for dropping that in the comments. Because when you start to process your emotions, they're not coming out to you in your subconscious as much.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Jess Ingram says Anna's workbooks are amazing. They really are. And she helped design the one that is for the 30 days of me. And I'm so grateful because I had been doing it in a journal for so long and for many years, implementing this into my life before I took it to the world. And she's like, well, what are you doing? And so she took what I had in my journal and then made it into a thing for people to be able to purchase. So that's something that I'm so grateful for, because it has even shown me having that here and the consistency that we can create by having the supportive tool to guide us throughout. It's like it was all in my head, but to see it in a form that others can be in my head too, has been just so profound. But, I was at lunch yesterday and somebody said something about, well, how do you do a workbook? And are they that hard? And I was like, look at my friend Anna. And I pulled her up on Amazon and I just started scrolling. I was like, these are all her workbooks. So check out the workbooks, you guys. They're supportive to the journey. Hey, can I pull some cards real quick?
I was shuffling mine. I think we need to pull some solstice cards. What do you guys think? Anna, you got your cards with you as well?
Oh, yeah. Let's all pull. This will be fun.
That's what I love. Let's do it.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Anna, do you mind if we
have
have
5 decks around me right now?
Everybody?
I got which one am I going to choose from?
Love it. It was funny on the full moon, on the night of the eclipse. I went to bed at 1:00 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, and I see my card sitting there, and I'm like, I'm just gonna pull a card really quick. And I lifted my deck, and I looked, and it's the moon, and I'm like, you're hilarious. And I just literally in the middle of the full moon, in the middle of the eclipse, I pull the moon card. I was like, these cards, they're so funny. Of course, I pull the moon.
Of course.
All right, Anna, do you mind pulling one for the collective?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. Aaron McCarthy, you're amazing, by the way. Aaron's dropping links to the workbooks in the comments. Thank you. Very kind of you, Aaron.
Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so I'm also a numerologist. So whenever I have decks that have numbers, I also always include that meaning as well. So I'm pulling from the Enchanted Map by Call It Baron Reed. It's one of my favorite ones to do for reading for other people. And we got card 38. So 3 plus 8 is 11, and 11 is a master number. So we don't actually reduce that down any further. We do kind of consider the other parts of the 2, but the main focus is definitely going to be on the 11. And 11 is the number of the illumination, of the enlightenment, of all of the things that get to come through us as we heal the ouch. Because it's that pain that's within us that needs to be purged and removed so that we are creating space to plant those seeds for the spring equinox, those seeds of intention that helps us to grow, help us blossom, so that when we do come into the fall, we have something that we can actually harvest from all the work that we've been doing. And what I'm noticing a lot right now, especially in this eclipse energy, and probably the reason why I got the download to do the shadow workbook, is because so many people, all the shadows are coming out to play. All of those things that are keeping you small, that are keeping you limited, that are keeping you stuck in cycles and patterns, they're all coming up because it's time for you to remove that from you so that you can step into your highest power and receive your glow up too, right? Because it's true, it is such a thing that when you heal and grow through your stuff, it comes out in your body, your skin, your face, because you're aligning with a new energy. You're not in that low vibrational energy any longer. And it literally shows up in your face. So you want one of the best skincare routines in the world? Heal yourself.
Yes, I agree completely. And I think, self-care really is a big broad spectrum of things that it's getting enough hydration. It's making sure that you're eating well. It's getting lots of rest. It's making sure you have a good sleep routine. It's avoiding toxic people. It's setting strong boundaries. It's just a big, long list of things that you really should do for yourself on a self-care focus. But I think that a lot of us end up putting ourselves last, especially moms, people that are very busy all day long, and you've got a lot of kid stuff going on, and you got your husband to take care of. And so a lot of us end up being put to the wayside, and we put our self-care last. And that is where the universe will start calling your attention to it. Things will, start going wrong, or you'll end up burning out and getting sick quite often. And finding that equilibrium is really important, just for all of the different reasons.
Absolutely agree with that. Well, I got some cards just to piggyback right off on all of that. So I pulled 3 cards. Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. This is just a reminder, like, as we move through these energies and the things that are coming through, we often forget to have compassion for ourselves. We will have so much compassion for everyone else and then not do that same for ourselves. So that's the reminder, is like, have as much compassion for you as you would for the others. We have support. Okay, you guys, as we move through these things, we're going to talk really about, like, when we go through this guided meditation that we're going to do today, this is about planting those seeds, setting the intentions. What do we want to bring forward? This is also a reminder, like, asking for help is the badge of honor, not being independent and doing it all on your own. We have worn doing it by yourself as this badge of honor. We're letting that go. As we move into this higher frequency and we move into the elevated, the elevated ways of being, into the new earth energy, it is about coming together. It's coming back to the tribal ways. It is being in community. It is asking for support. Whether you're asking people in the physical to support you or you're calling on your spirit team, both are needed and necessary, because we're not meant to do it alone. And it says, ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. This is about nurturing yourself. When you have compassion for yourself, you are nurturing yourself. And then we have the strength card. This is just letting me know, like, and I've kind of been feeling this energetically anyway, that I do think that we have some challenging times coming ahead of us within the collective, but to remember how strong we are, remember that we came here to do this. And it says, this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through it to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. We are leveling up as a collective. No one said it would be all rainbows and sunshine. We know that the contrast exists clearly in the work that you do, Laura. We know that there is light and dark. So this is a time to really step into the strength, but being strong does not mean doing it by yourself. Being strong means being willing to ask for that help. Being strong means willing to have the compassion for yourself. That's where your inner strength is really at, is not doing it alone.
Beautifully said.
Yes.
Not doing it alone. Asking for help is one of the most important things you could do, because if you don't ask, you don't get. You have free will. If you want to struggle by yourself and do it all on your own, the universe will say, fine, all right, come to me when you want help. There's always an importance of asking for help, and asking intelligently as well.
It's true. It's so true. It's so true.
A lot of people are going through very harsh lessons though right now, and especially in regards to family and finding time for yourself. I just noticed Daphne's comment. Yeah, how do we find the time to self-care when you have 2 young kids? 3 and 8 months here. I still wake up multiple times a night. I feel like I never have time to focus on my spiritual awakening. It's frustrating.
I have an answer.
Go ahead.
One step at a time. It's baby steps. It really is. And you're talking to the mom that had 6 kids. So I get it. I had to go through all of that before I figured this out. And P.S., even though I have older children, I still have a 7-year-old and a 15. Oh, he's 16. He just had a birthday. 16-year-old that is here that I am single parenting now. And I have to tell you, it's really interesting too, because I'm single parenting these two. And I've single parented before because this is my second divorce. I was married to my first husband, had my 5 kids with him, divorced at 31. We had 50-50 custody. So I had 5 kids for a week and then I had no kids for a week. This time I have full custody of both of the kids. I get 4 days a month without them here. And so I know that as a single mother, we all know like there's different seasons of this, but like it can be a lot, right? So what did I have to do? I had to like look at that schedule and see where I can fit myself in there. I have to take a few minutes, even if it's only 10 that you get as a mom for a moment until you start creating that routine, that structure. But the number one thing that you can do is find your community of support that will breathe belief into you and hold the space for you until you can get there.
Oh, thank you. Very well said. I love that.
Yeah.
Baby steps is so true.
Baby steps. So even like what I tell my audience in the self-care workbook, there's a list of things that's recommended that you do every day. If you only have 10 minutes, and I could tell you that the 10 most important minutes for you to do would be to take a moment to ground yourself, become present with your body, ask your guides to come in and support you, ground your energy, find 5 things that you're grateful for and express it and fully embody the gratitude. Say 5 affirmations out loud and look yourself in the mirror and stare at your inner being and tell her that you love her.
Aww.
That little thing right there, that one little thing can help you. There's somebody in here. I'm going to call her out. I'm call her forward. Rachel, where's she at? Rachel, she's in here. I saw her. Rachel Taylor, is that her last name?
I'm scrolling up. There's a lot of comments. Da, da, da. Rachel, are you here? Show yourself.
Yes. I have a couple different Rachels. I'm positive that's who it is. She's in my group. I can't remember everybody's last names, y'all. I can remember first names. Her name is she's been in the 30 days of me. She has small children and she's still doing it. And I'm super proud of her. So I know it's possible. It's just a matter of like having somebody show you the way to show you how it is possible. Because sometimes when we're lost in the sauce and the chaos of the being pulled in so many different directions and being required, our energy being required to support others in such a capacity, especially in motherhood, it can feel overwhelming. We don't know where to start. But that woman proved to me that even a mom with a bunch of small kids can still do it because I watched her do it.
Way to go, Rachel. That's awesome. Wonderful. See, we need all these living examples of how you got through it so we can follow suit. It was so intense.
Well, and it's really
one and done. Like I had one kid and I was like, I can't do this by myself again. I'm sorry. No, one and done for me. Because people that have more than one, I can only imagine how much work it is because I'm already busy as it is most of the day.
Yep.
Well commended.
It's really amazing to watch, like coming in and having a whole group of people. And we got some divine masculine in the group this time. And that was super fun too, to watch specifically one person that showed up consistently, like throughout the space, whether it was to cheer people on, make his presence known, comment, share his inner child experience. It really was beautiful. And I'm excited to have more of the men come in too, because when the divine masculine can also see that the divine feminine needs a support, this is where we create the balance. I talk about laying out your solid foundation and your structure. That's the healed masculine, getting away from the hustle and the push. That's the wounded masculine. And when we lay out the solid foundation and the structure, we can then welcome in the divine feminine so she can be in her flow, which is her following her intuition, being able to shift and move through the day as things get thrown at her. So when we bring that balance together, we're able to take on the things that we need to.
Love that.
It's a beautiful dance. Well, Anna and I are really excited to dive in today, you guys. Those that have not gone to experience us together, I'm just going to disclaim this right now and put this out to y'all. We are a treat. We bring magic together. So Laura, thanks for bringing us in together in this space to share this with you, because I have been very excited about coming in and doing some type of meditation for the collective. And I had had this on my heart for a hot minute. And I thought I was going to be doing an event Saturday here locally. And that shifted. And I felt a little of oh, and then I was like, no, that just means that there's something else. And then this came in. So I was like, here I am still doing the thing. Only this feels even bigger because I do feel like this is going to reach more people. And I'm just really excited to share this experience with everyone.
Sure. A guided meditation would work great if you guys want to do one.
Yeah, we're gonna dive right in. If you're open to it and ready to go, we're gonna like have some fun here for just a moment.
Sounds great.
All right. Well, Anna is gonna open us up.
All right. So I just want to quickly tap into the element of spring because I think it's really important to include what elements we're working with. That's kind of why I'm the energy alchemist, because I work with all of those pieces. And spring is associated with the element of air. So that means that this season, it's really important for us to remember to breathe and to breathe deeply for a couple of reasons. It helps to settle our nervous system when we're feeling really overwhelmed by all of the things, because we get so excited in spring. We want to plant all the seeds. We want to do all of the things. We got all it. It's just like January 1st, where everybody's rushing to set all of these, the New Year's resolutions. But this is really the new year. So sometimes we can get caught up in that energy too. So it's just a reminder to just allow ourselves to breathe. But not only that, but air is also associated with our knowledge as well. So let's remember to just continue to learn and grow from our experiences through this as well, because I like to think of ourselves as like a metaphorical or maybe metaphysical garden. We are the garden. We need to plant those seeds and we need to breathe belief into that. We need to nurture it. We need to love it and all of the things. So air can really help move through all of those things and to help you grow and expand in your knowledge, not just educationally, but personally as well, to help you understand you so that you build up your emotional intelligence, your resilience, and your understanding of who you actually are, right? So let's just keep bringing in this beautiful air energy with us all season. Take those big, deep breaths, put your face up toward the sun and breathe. It's so healing and so helpful.
Love that. Well said.
Yeah. So to begin, I'm going to start us with just a little bit of breath work. So you can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels good for you. And we're going to go in a 4-7-8 sequence. So that means we're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 7. And then we're going to release slowly, like blowing out a candle with our lips kind of pursed. And we're just going to blow out in a nice steady flow for 8 seconds. We're going to do a few of those. And then as soon as I'm done that, then I'm going to bring you through a cleansing ritual that I do with a little bit of light language. And then SJ is going to take over and put us into a guided meditation.
Perfect. Thank you, ladies.
All right. So we're going to begin with our breathing. So we're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, release 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and we're just going to take a quick pause. Just let yourself go back into a natural breathing rhythm and just notice how your body feels. Because this is another way that we can increase our emotional intelligence and our awareness of ourselves, is by connecting to our body and recognize how it feels. So how did that feel? How did it feel to completely void yourself of that energy, of that breath? How did it feel to feel that rise of the chest and the ball of the belly? And just notice the sensations that you have with it. All right, let's take another one. Nice big deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's okay if you're not doing it perfectly. Don't get upset with yourself for not being able to hold it as long or breathe out as long. Just do what feels good for you. Do the best that you can. All right, and let's do it one more time. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah. So I invite you now to take one nice big deep breath in, and on the exhale, we're not going to hold this time. And on the exhale, let a sigh out, let a scream out, let some noise out, and just really allow yourself to vibrate. So breathing in nice and big, as full as you can, and release with a sigh. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so now we should be nice and relaxed. Our nervous system should be feeling good. So let's close your eyes if they're not already. We're going to bring in, I just caught that comment, Daniel. That's so funny. Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, so next we're just going to move ourselves into a cleansing and a purification so that we're completely clear on what the intentions are that we're going to set in our guided meditation. So with your eyes closed, I just want you to visualize this beautiful waterfall beginning to come down from the universe, and you're going to feel it drop down, and it's going to drop over your energy field, your auric field, and then it's going to come over your physical body. And as this waterfall is coming over you, it is washing and cleansing your energy. It's clearing anything that has been stuck or stagnant. And it's just really allowing you to be in peace with this moment as it cleanses and purifies you. Just continue to let that wash over. I'm going to give you some light code activations to help with your purification process. So just listen and absorb. Kia shashania no kuya takana matuya sasini yadia. Ia tukoya sashana mana kuya paramanaya. Hai ene surya mi atakuria sasana. Ia horia tia mosti shuya ma. Hai ato shine kia foria mati. Esta farastoria kai enestu. Ia parakoya sami karatu. Just notice if there's any symbols or things that you're seeing washing over you in this waterfall. These are your light code activations. They're aligning you with this beautiful season of spring, cleansing and purifying anything and stopping you from all of the shoulds. Let's not plant seeds of intention from a place of should. Let's plant it from a place of pure desire.
I want you to imagine that you're sitting somewhere in your home, and I want you to just look around, and what do you see? As we enter into the energy of the spring equinox, before we go to plant all of our seeds, notice what you have in your home that it's time to let go of and release. I want you to walk through in your mind's eye, walk through your home. Are there boxes of things you need to let go of? Are there things that are no longer serving you? Your physical space is a reflection of your insides. And as you continue to level up and welcome in the new, we must let go of the old. So notice you moving through your home, clearing out your spaces, purging the things that are no longer serving you. Maybe it's a junk drawer, a closet. Maybe there's old pictures or photos that you need to get rid of. Maybe it's your inbox. Maybe it's your garage, your basement, whatever areas you need to really clean up. This is your invitation to clear this out. And notice how you feel as you do this. Whatever emotions come through, maybe it's sadness, maybe you feel grief, maybe you feel excitement because you know there's something ahead that's coming in. And believing that as you create the space, you will welcome in the new, all that is meant for you. So just be with this for a moment. Moving through your space, noticing what you need to release and let go of. As you're clearing these things out, begin to sort them. Which things are you keeping? Which things are you donating? Which things are you perhaps burning? Maybe you need to burn some things. Which things do you need to throw in the trash? And just notice the transformation occurring around you. Start to picture what your physical space looks like, your ideal way that you want it to appear when you walk through the door, and feel the emotion that you have and embody that feeling of the desire that you have for your physical space. I want you to notice that you have a door that leads to a backyard. No matter what your current living situation is, create this in your mind. Allow your imagination to take you wherever it can go. As you sink into your imagination, you can create your desired reality by creating it in your mind. So notice what that door looks like. I want you to look to the right of the door and notice that there's a mirror. I want you to stand there and see your entire body. It's a full-length mirror. Look at yourself, and I want you to honor your inner being. Honor your physical body as it is, loving all parts of you, accepting you as you are, knowing that you are a perfect manifestation of the divine. Co-creating your purpose, your experiences, and your desires with the universe, your partners, your friends, your spirit team. And I want you to go ahead and head to that door. And I want you to walk out the door. Notice how you feel as you open it. And as you step through it, I want you to notice what your backyard looks like. Maybe you're not even in a backyard. Maybe you're in a field of sunflowers. Wherever you are is perfect. But put yourself in a place that is somewhere in nature that you just walked out that door from, landing you wherever you need to be. Notice that you're now standing outside, and to the left of you is your spirit animal, suddenly appearing to you and showing up. What is your spirit animal? Just notice who's there with you. And now notice to the right that you have a guide with you. Maybe it's a past loved one. Maybe it's an archangel, but just notice who's joining you. And now I want you to notice that there is fresh dirt ready for a garden to be planted. Notice the shovel. And I want you to notice that there's a treasure chest right in front of you. And I want you to sit down before that treasure chest, placing a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly, being in the present moment just before you open the chest. I want you to go ahead and lift the lid of that treasure chest and open it up. And notice that inside that treasure chest is a piece of paper for every desire and dream and intention that you have for this spring equinox. These are your seeds of desire. I want you to pick each one up and read it. Notice the excitement you have as you imagine having this into your life, bringing it forward. Notice the curiosity you have as how it will manifest. Notice the playfulness that your higher self wants you to embody and feel as you think of these dreams from your childlike wonder. Just go through each piece of paper with every desire, every dream, every intention that you're setting today. I want you to grab the shovel and go over to the dirt and begin to dig. And I want you to plant each one of these piece of papers into the ground. These are your seeds. Notice how it feels to have your hands in the dirt, how you feel planting these dreams. Notice how you feel wondering how they will come to fruition. Do you notice fear? Do you notice lack or scarcity? And if you do, remind yourself that that's simply an illusion and that you can choose into a higher frequency at any moment by calling in your inner child and asking them to guide you back to love, to fun, to play, to curiosity and wonder. Notice your spirit animal and your guide are there supporting you. And notice that you've gotten all of your dreams and desires, these seeds now planted in your garden.
Yes, I shoya makia the kora sasa shani at kuya mediki. Ea furoshoria mieta kurianta osta stashania. Here furiama huria si shina kuriante. Ayana korataka. Esta storia de. Hayana kosha fono mui kieta karana. Ea posta. Ea pata kia sto storia dia mana. Aya te koria nia sto sti te kori shishinia. Ea furopataka. Ien este shiri. Ea koria tia manato te kosta shasatani. Aya te kore sasanashta. Ena kaya te kora. A furia stia matoye. Kiataka na ia sasost. Ia puriana kiataka. Haya storiana.
I want you to notice that there is a watering can to the right of you. Notice what color it is. Notice what shape it is, how heavy it is, what's it made out of. And I want you to grab that watering can. And I want you to take that water and water the seeds of desire that you've just planted. Allow your spirit animal and your guide to help you or perhaps hold support and just be with you in this moment and water this garden. Notice the dirt becoming saturated. And with each pour, claim the belief, the knowing that all things are possible, the knowing that your desires come from your higher self and would not enter if they were not meant for you, trusting that spirit has your back, knowing you are worthy of receiving and deserving all of these desires, all of these dreams. Also knowing that anything that does not come to fruition is for your highest and greatest good, that you're always on the right path, always divinely guided, always supported. There's never a doubt that you are capable. There is simply a knowing. I want you to thank your spirit animal for being here. I want you to thank your guide for being here and notice that they walk you back over to a very lovely seat. Notice what it is. Maybe you're under some type of pyramid. Maybe it's a soft cushiony place. Maybe it's a queen's throne, whatever it is. Notice the seat you're being led back to. As you head to this seat, notice that there's a book there for you. It's a golden book. It's the book of answers. This book holds your innate wisdom, your knowledge, your divine knowing. I want you to pick up the book and notice the instructions for taking care of your garden. During the spring equinox, we plant all of these seeds, these desires, these intentions. And the book holds the instructions for keeping your garden healthy and thriving, knowing when to remove the weeds. The garden will have weeds that come up. These are the things that no longer serve you. They are the things that you have to let go so that those desires can bloom and grow without any interference from the weeds. Perhaps you have to let go of relationships, partnerships, physical clutter within your home, energetic healing from your past, whatever you need to let go of. Trust that in that book has all the answers, and know that you can return to the book at any time. Go ahead and take your book and head back into your home. But before you walk through the door, just turn around, look at your garden, and feel the excitement, the knowing, the believing, and seeing all the beautiful dreams that will blossom over the coming months. Sunny days ahead, joy, fun, playfulness, remembering that all you have to do is welcome in the inner child to guide and support you. When you get lost, come out of the ego and the logic from your mind and sink into your heart space, allowing the inner child to guide you, your higher self. They always know the way, and you have this golden book of your innate wisdom and inner knowledge to allow your garden to thrive. Go ahead and enter back into your space and allow this activation to support your garden.
And now, just to close out this ceremony and this meditation, we're going to encapsulate your energy inside of this space of renewal, of rebirth, and to continue to feed and nurture us in our soul, our body, and our minds. So I want you to visualize this beautiful blanket of sparkly deliciousness begin to drop over you. It might look like a sheet with stars. It might look like a curtain with sparkles, just something that really brings that glow and that shine. And it's just going to drop over your entire energy field, your auric fields, and it's really just going to help you embrace and be inside of this energy so that it may remain with you for the remainder of the season and just encapsulate all of the blessings that are to come. You may slowly bring your body back into present awareness. When you are ready, you can begin wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, gently opening your eyes. And just as we're closing out, I'd like to share a spring equinox blessing. As the light and the dark find perfect balance, may your heart align with the rhythm of the earth. May the seeds of your dreams take root in fertile soil, blossoming with abundance, joy, and renewal. May the warmth of the sun awaken your spirit, filling you with vibrant energy and new possibilities. May the winds of change carry away the old, leaving space for growth, love, and fresh beginnings. You are blossoming, the renewal, the rebirth. Step forward in harmony with the wisdom of the past and the infinite possibilities of the future. Blessed spring equinox.
That was so lovely, ladies. Thank you. I actually tranced out for a minute there. I'm not going to lie. I was like, don't know when I checked out, but I checked back in and I was like, oh shit, are we still under? I could check out and then check back in. And I'm like, okay, whoop, that was a slip. Because I didn't mean to go under that far. Maybe that was my little activation. Woohoo, thank you.
I feel like I'm in a trance right now.
Mm-hmm. I could have easily fallen asleep. Somebody could have just pushed me with a finger and I've been like, nope, done. So thank you very much, ladies. That was amazing.
I really love just opening my eyes and seeing I'm blooming.
Oh. Daniel Jackson's got all the jokes today. Love it. And thank you, Cherise. You're so wonderful. Appreciate you dropping off at all these links in the comments as well for everybody. Very helpful.
Yes,
wow,
thank you.
I'm so zen right now. How are you guys feeling?
I'm zen as well, if I'm being honest, especially when Anna comes in with the light language. It's just like,
definitely. I think that's what kind of, yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't done a guided meditation like this in a minute with a group. And I'm really grateful for this moment because I have been doing these consistently for about 3 years and I've had a little break. And I actually forget sometimes how powerful they are. I'm grateful to have this space and to have shared it with so many people today. And it's just a reminder, like, Anna, we're kind of magical together.
Yeah, you are.
Just a little bit.
I love working with Anna, you guys. Like, I've worked with a lot of people over the years. And I have to say, as a, co-creator, I've never had someone to come in and be able to match the energy and to be able to support and shine their light so bright in the way that Anna has over the last couple of years. So I love you, sister. I love you so much.
Thank you. I received that. I love you too.
I would like to pull a card to close us out if you guys are good with that. And Anna, you want to pull one too and see what you get?
Yeah, sure.
I'll pull one as well. And we got 3. Let's see. I'm going to pull, what's this one? Oh, interesting.
I also use another deck.
I got the Lovers and then I dropped it. There we go. Interesting.
So I actually know what that is.
Really? What is that?
The divine masculine and divine feminine are coming together right now. Divine union is happening. That's what's happening. A part of what this energy right now is the divine unions are coming together.
Love that. Beautiful. Oh, what did you guys pick up?
All right. So I've got card 46. So 4 + 6 is 10. 1 + 0 is 1. And 1 is a very appropriate number for spring equinox because it is about those new beginnings. And it is also about like taking the leadership and the ownership of your own life as well. But we've got the coming apart card. Again, this is from the enchanted map. And some people can look at this and think of it as a negative way. But the way that I look at this is it reminds us of the law of polarity, that both light and dark need to exist for us to appreciate either side. And it also reminds me of the shadow work and this eclipse portal that we're in as well. A lot of things are going to be reflecting to us. So make sure that you're paying attention to that, because when you clear out that space of what's being reflected to you, then you're allowing space for the new things to come in as well.
Yes, beautiful.
So that will just take us straight to the next cards, which will actually pull both of your cards together. I have 2 that came out. So this will actually pull both your cards together. So Anna, to piggyback off that, we have Hagstone, energy, shield, protection, and inner strength. Because as those things are going on, it is imperative, you guys. I would say that the majority of the people, if not all of them that come into your space, Laura, are highly sensitive empaths. And so if we are not grounding, protecting our energy, we know we're absorbing everybody else's. It creates all kinds of energy interferences, as well as the discombobulation of what's ours versus somebody else's. So as you move through that, continue to protect and ground into your energy. It's imperative. It is your spiritual hygiene. It needs to be as regular as brushing your teeth twice a day, in the morning and at night. And then to put your card together, because when you do that, when you are grounding, protecting your energy, you can create, we have the sanctuary, which says harmony and balance, joy and contentment. And when we talk about the Lovers and we think about what that is the divine union coming in to bring the balance. And when we have the balance, we create the harmony, the joy, and the contentment. That's how it's come together. And this is done on an individual basis as well. You can bring your divine union within yourself by bringing your divine masculine and your divine feminine energy into balance as well before you take it to external relationships. So it starts with self. Do this for you, and then it will project outwardly and be a reflection into the rest of the relationships you have.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, it's magic. I'm the singing and I keep hearing that song the whole time that we were in the meditation. When Anna was doing light language, that's all I could hear was that song playing over and over in my head.
That's funny. I love it when Spirit puts music in my head.
I have been asking Anna about my music lately.
Now you gotta go dance to it. See, that's you gotta play it in the house and dance to it after the podcast.
I kept hearing the song Timber the other day. It's going down. And Anna and I were talking about it, and then she was like, a couple hours later, she was like, "You need to go listen to the look at the lyrics, listen to the song." And I was sitting out here, I kid you not, you guys, I was actually in the middle of reading the lyrics while I was listening to it, and a tree fell over.
That's funny.
I literally had a timber.
Oh, it's 11:11, by the way.
Of course it is.
I'm gonna drop your link and to Amazon, Anna, for your books because people are asking.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't have access to the chat. Apparently I can't put it in there, but I'm going to send you a link real quick. I'm going to get this.
If you guys type in Anna Wheatcroft on Amazon, there's tons of books here. Anna has got all kinds of goodies here.
I do. And I've actually got a link tree that I'll put in the comments here. That's got all of my publications in one
I'm
spot.
looking for here it is. I got it. The Spring Equinox Guide and Journal Book. For those of you who would really like to make the most of this Spring Equinox, there's the link. I just dropped it. There it is in the comments below. Make sure that you guys check it out.
I put 2 comments in the private chat. I don't have access to the regular chat, so in the private chat.
No, you're fine, honey. I got you. And I've got your, oh, here we go. Okay, your link tree. Is that the one? No. Which one is it? The bottom one, yeah?
Me or Anna?
You.
The self-care oracle or the self-care workbook. That's my workbook that Anna was the designer for. So that was mine. That's on Amazon. And then I'm still doing you guys, I'm doing 90 sessions in 90 days. I will have completed this before 90 days is over. However, I'm offering $150 sessions right now. My normal rate is $222. So I did put the Tidy Cow calendar link in the private chat. I don't know if you have access to that or not.
I got that as well. Thank you. And thank you also to Charisse who's sharing links as well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, you guys.
Thank you guys. Laura, thanks for having us on.
Plant something today. Make sure that you embrace the true meaning of growth this year.
Yes, yes, yes. And always an honor to be on your show, Laura. Keep doing the thing, girl.
Yes.
You're making waves.
Thank you so much.
The ripple effect is felt.
She said it, you guys. Ripple effect. There it is again. It's like the word of the week, eh? Ripple effect.
Oh, really?
Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah. It's funny. Yep, I'm noticing it everywhere. So thank you for pointing that out. I love you all. Have a most magical day, and I will see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.